go see somebody, you might not come home either. I'm not going through that no more for ungrateful people. So all y'all bloggers or whatever, y'all could understand one thing. The ATM, I'm pulling the plug on. Because people that's ungrateful and don't appreciate me, even my own family members, they'll forget. Because you could give people, they hit you. I'm an ATM, I get it. That's what I am. I'm an ATM and now I'm a square because I'm not in the hood. I'm only not in the hood because I did the right thing. And I changed, which everybody else could change. But when you go to the club and you convicted of a crime that somebody else commit because you're with the wrong people, and then the people that's with you, you call them the cut boys, that's who taking care of your business while you locked up, they on the streets, and they all turned on you, and you say nothing about it, you never made a record about them, you never wrote a book about them, turning on you. I mean, how could you get it where people say, man, you bigger than that, don't do that on the internet. But imagine if you help your family. You did everything you need to do for people. You even help outside people. And it still ain't enough for people around you to where they say crazy stuff about you. And I mean, everybody human, you gonna get tired, I'm gonna get tired. Just buried a 3-year-old girl today. Next week, got to bury a 14-year-old kid. We've been doing all this positive stuff. Then we got to defend ourselves on some negative stuff on the internet.
What's going on, guys? It's Jaye the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about the situation going on with Master P, P Miller, and Monica, or Monica Denise, however it is you want to pronounce her name. Apparently, they are going back and forth, or they had a back and forth about Master P's brother, okay? And the fact that Master P is feeling that his brother may be a bit ungrateful. There's some other people in his family as well that may be a bit ungrateful for the help that he's provided over the years. And this all stemmed from Kim Kardashian being put out there, putting herself out there as somebody who was going to seek to help Corey Miller get out of jail. Okay, at the beginning of this video, I will see about putting a clip at the beginning so you can get some context, as well as putting some quotes and some posts that Master P said and what Monica Denise said. You know, I can understand being Master P or P Miller. All these years you've been helping your brother fight this case to get him out, and it has not helped. And then you have Kim Kardashian come into the picture, and your brother is saying that she's basically his angel. And P is frustrated because he felt like his brother Corey has not, basically said that about people in his family, and it rubbed him the wrong way. And he definitely does not have any love for Monica, as you can see from the post that I'm going to put in the video. And when you look at the situation with Monica, okay, Monica has had a history with Corey, okay, but Corey has been locked up for a long time, and she has went on and been in other relationships. But it seems to me that in her response to Master P, she basically exposed the fact that she has been, going off and seeing this guy a lot during her relationships. And this is a man that she knows very intimately. While she was in relationships and while she was married to somebody else. And it's very interesting that her marriage dissolved right around the 7 months she says that she and Kim Kardashian have been putting into helping him get out of jail. Okay. Now, of course, Master P did another video, and he came out and he was like, I want my brother out. This, that, and that. He was a little bit more calmer in his response video, which is actually on his page. I think he may have took the other one down. I had to go look for the other clip that I have. I think that I can understand Master P's frustration. I can understand him being frustrated the fact that you've been helping your brother for years and you feel like your brother has not been grateful towards you and appreciative of that. You've been putting your own money, your own resources into helping him, and is of to no avail. Okay. Now, I don't think that he has a problem with Kim Kardashian seeking to help his brother. I think he feels like his brother was showing them a lot more love than he has shown P and other family members that have been trying to help him. And Master P has a lot on his plate. You know, he has a lot of kids. He's trying to guide them. He has other family members that I'm sure that he has been helping over the years. You know, he is the leader of the household. He dealt with a very messy breakup with his ex-wife, but he has always stayed steadfast. He has been a solid rock in his family. You see why Romeo has so much maturity. Even with the other kids, you don't hear nothing crazy about them, because P is a guy who's provided that father figure, that leadership that they have needed, that family has needed. And he's looking back at all these years that he's helping his brother, and he feels that his brother's not been grateful towards him. Now, he has reiterated that he wants his brother out, but he is just frustrated that you have Kim Kardashian and Monica, who just come back into Monica herself, who comes back into the picture now that she's fully divorced, and all of a sudden she's full on trying to help Corey get out. And you know what's crazy is that there was another woman, I saw her post, and she is posting pictures of her visiting, not only visiting Corey Miller in Angola, but also moving, what she said, 4 minutes away. This woman uprooted her entire life, and I believe she's a single mother, uprooted her entire life just to be close to him, so that when he gets out, she be the first face he sees. But do you think Monica is putting in all this work just because he's a friend? You know, there's I know you don't like when I say you know, but you know, I honestly think that she has feelings, still has feelings for Corey. And I think that she would want to get back with Corey if he was ever to get out, because now is the time, right? I mean, Monica's single. She's not married anymore. So this would be the right time for her to go and use whatever resources she has in order to help Corey finally get out of jail. And you got Master P, who's sitting there looking like, what's going on? You know, he's like, what's going on here? But I think that Master P reacted with raw emotion because he did not know. He was not consulted, I believe, earlier on that Kim K was actually working on this for over 7 months. And I believe it caught him off guard. Not only that, but the fact that, well, maybe not, but the fact that his brother said that Monica and Kim K were his angels, I think that's what drove him over the edge. But he did come back, and he basically, I believe he said that he apologized to her, and he also walked back, you know, his stance and how hard he went at his brother. But I can understand his frustration. The guy has been the leader, the foundation, but he has been a solid rock in that family. He talks about all the time, and I looked at his previous videos on his page, he talks about how he got out of his situation. He talks about how he left the hood, how he made better for himself. Do you know that there are people who actually had a problem with that? Do you know there are actually people who take issue with the fact that Master P talks so much about leaving the hood? We should all inspire to leave the hood. We should all inspire to be better. We should all aspire to do better for ourselves and our families, so our families don't have to grow up the way that we did. But some people, especially in the melanated community, don't see it that way. They see you as moving out, and he said this, people see you moving out the hood and you wanting better as you selling out. Can you believe that? So all of us just supposed to stay in the hood when we really don't need to or have to? And I think that Master P has been an inspiration to a lot of people. He is a relentless businessman. I am a fan of his rap snacks. I am. Yeah. And he has done so much to motivate the people around him, the people that he talks to. He's a guy who you listen to him. You know, he's a motivator. He's a guy who can show you his work. He can show you what he has built or what he is building. Okay? Now, the thing with Monica may genuinely just want him out. She may genuinely just want the best for Corey. But if y'all think that she is just doing this just because she's a friend, even though that there are rumors that some years ago she made a song, I believe it's called Shoulda Known Better, that was related to Corey Miller. If you think she's doing this just because she's just being a friend, I think a lot of y'all don't understand women. You really don't. Women are gonna do, not all, but you have women that are gonna do things mostly for their own reasons, their own sort of selfish reasons. I believe Corey has a lot of women that he talks to, send a mail, that may visited him. And the fact that she went and admitted that she's all on the visitor logs, that she's putting money on his books. This is a guy who she hasn't, well, I don't say hasn't, but this is a guy who's locked up in Louisiana. And she's in Atlanta living a whole nother life. Do you really think that a man who's married or a man who's in a long-term relationship will then go to a different state frequently to go visit a woman locked up, putting money on her books? Do y'all really think that that's going to get a pass? No. And I noticed with this Monica situation, Monica is getting a pass. This woman was doing all of this while she was in relationships and married. And people want to sweep that under the rug. People want to get upset at Master P when they don't understand his frustration. They don't understand that he deals with Corey all the time. His brother. He's been helping him on this case for years. And they are upset because he responded to Monica, why are you going at a female? It's not that he's going at a female. Okay. We don't know what is being said behind the scenes. Obviously, he either does not like her or he's tried to employ some type of wisdom. She's going against it. I just think that this isn't helping anybody. The focus should be on getting his brother out. And whatever happens after that happens. If Kim K can add something to his situation, then that's good. But again, Corey has to be accountable for his actions and putting himself in a situation to get him where he is right now. I think that's what people need to look at the most. Is that we make decisions. And it looks to me that Master P, in so many words, was like, I made a choice to get out of the situation. And he didn't. And now he is where he is. I don't think that he meant any ill intent or at his brother. He's just voicing frustration. Again, we don't know what goes on between them behind the scenes. We only know what we see on social media. But like I always say, time will tell.